Here, December 1st, and we are into our 30 days of Christmas. We started on November 24th, and we will finish up this segment on Christmas Eve. So 30 days of Christmas. And I did it specifically because not only was it aligned with the 30 days, but also my Propel program has 5 C's. So I wanted to strategically put it together for you for 5 weeks. And last week we focused on the first C, which is clarity. Clarity leads to power. What you see, what you believe, what you know in your heart, you will move and take that action. But without clarity, you will get stuck in the mud. You'll vacillate. You'll question yourself. You will not take that step. It's that first step. The second and third step will be revealed to you. Psalm 37. So the second C is courage. Courage. You know, I think of the word courage and I think about Horton the elephant. You remember that story when you were a kid? And he was just always so full of fear. But here he was, this big, heavy, massive, you know, just force of nature, so to speak, in um, God's kingdom of animals. And he had this, just um, cowering fear that he wasn't good enough. He couldn't perform. He couldn't be what he thought he should be. But that was that mindset, that perception that we spoke about last week, meaning that taking that step um, is imperative because you will learn from it. Each step you grow and evolve with, but you have to be clear. But what stops so many people, guys, is that that lack of courage, let's say, that is that voice within our heads saying, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not prepared enough, I don't have enough money, I am not from a background that could do XYZ. Those are all lies. Those are all lies. Those are those darts, those fiery darts that the word says, those are not from God. God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. So that courage builds from that. It is built, it's a muscle. You have to be clear on what you want to do. So let's say you say, I want to join Megan and do me and do work with her in her wellness business of a stem cell activation, cellular activation. This company that I work with and represent, just powerful. Let's say you say that you're listening to me, you go to um, my link tree where I have information of everything I do and accessible for you. That's at propel.megandimartino.com/info. So let's say you go there and let's say you, um, look into this product because I've been working in regenerative wellness for many, many years. So let's say you want to do that with me. And instead of, though, contacting me, DMing me, messaging me from there, you say, I can't do that. I would like to do that. I'd like to know more about it. I'd like to explore that with her. Because honestly, guys, I want you to call and be involved. And I'm here to mentor you. I'm here to help you. That's what the Propel program is about. Propel your business and life activation program with the 5 C's. So, as we said last week, was clarity, getting clear. So you say, I really want to know more about, that. that whole space of wellness and regeneration. And wow, what a great way I could, spend time with Megan and learn and grow and get involved with this company. But then you say, no, I'm not smart enough. I don't have any background. What am I saying? I should do that. I don't even know anything about that. Those are lies from the enemy. It's that confusion. God is not an author of confusion. So that courage muscle has to be built. It's not something that, often people will say, I was going to say it's not about that instant immediate gratification. It's that's built by experience, by steps, by being knocked down, getting up, keeping going. It's a muscle that's built. You don't gain confidence by just stepping out. No, no, no. Confidence is the net result of courage. So you must build that courage to then have that confidence. But that's next week. We'll talk about confidence. But to me, confidence is confidence. But with that said, that courage is a muscle that is built. Hello, hello. Welcome to the second week of the 30 days of Christmas. What's your favorite God made up by humans? What's your favorite God? I don't know. There isn't. It's the one true God. And that's Steve and Dylan. Hello, hello. And Coco, I think is Coco. Hello, hello. And whomever. So, guys, do subscribe to my YouTube page. It's cold here. This is Texas, and this is the first day of December, and it is chilly. So it kind of feels like winter-ish and getting ready for Christmas. So I'm kind of bundled up here. I don't have a lot of heat on because just don't want a lot of heat on. So I, kind of bundle up. So back to the 5 C's and back to courage. So basically speaking, courage is a muscle that's built, and um, it is exciting to me because when you have built that courage, then what happens is you then see how, when something else comes up to you that will possibly deter you, possibly discourage you, possibly stop you, you then say, no, no. And that's where that courage comes from. So tonight, meaning from experience. So you have to take that first step, meaning when you're clear, as you're clear that you want to do something, join me with my regenerative wellness company. Here's the non-transdermal patch that is life-changing. We all have stem cells, by the way, in our body. At 30, they're 50% dormant. At 60, they're basically done. So the body cannot regenerate and repair itself. And so it was designed to do that, but so much of what we're bombarded with just puts these stem cells to sleep. They become inactive, and they can become active again with your own light energy. But that's a whole other story. And you can go to propel.megandimartino.com/info and learn about that. And then contact me, and I would love to connect with you. So the reality is you're never going to build courage by stopping. Never, 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 never. There have been so many times, guys, in building these businesses. Let me make this perfectly clear. And some of these, I spoke about a few of these in my TED Talk. I spoke about some of this in my book, Hope and Possibilities. But the essence is that if I had stopped with these very, very serious and very difficult roadblocks, and they were truly roadblocks, they could have totally stopped any evolution or growth of these businesses. But with that said, if I had stopped and not pushed through, I would not have continued. I would not have accomplished what I've accomplished. So it's about, but I learned from it. It's about keeping on. That new birth, new life, always something new, always. But you have to push on. So I'm going to leave you with this tonight. Is that, what you think, you become. Truly, what you think. What a man thinks, so is he. What you think, you become. So be very vigilant about what you think. Um, you know, the it's so critical to watch your words and watch your thoughts. You have to basically be mindful all the time. And it's tough because we're so busy, we're so involved with everything, but you have to be mindful of what you're thinking and what you're saying. I've been in circumstances like when my husband was very ill and was, I'm not going to go into that, but it was a year and a half of real challenge. And it was almost like every other minute I said, I give it to you, Lord. I give it to you, Lord, because the whole dynamic of his illness was affecting my businesses. It was affecting, finances. It was affecting just the time that I could donate on running my businesses. I mean, it was just very difficult. And so, and that's the brief of it, the short of the short. But I gave it away. I didn't maintain those thoughts of how am I going to do this? What's going to happen? I didn't project. I did not project out. I stayed in the moment. I stayed in the mission at hand that I had to do. So you have to really uh, be vigilant on what you're thinking, because what you think, you will become. And again, the converse. I am fabulous. I am blessed. I am strong. I am talented. I am worthy. Big one. I deserve. I am a child of God. I am the daughter of the God who's created it all. Meaning that it's a mindset. Some you can call those verbalizations, um, manifestations, but it's what you think you become. So it's critical. Then the next, I can't. This hat is blocking that. What you feel, you attract. Now, this is interesting because we don't often um, give credence to how you feel. But if you are, let's say, let's say at a restaurant and you're by yourself, or you could be with somebody, but regardless, and the server comes up and you're short and you're preoccupied, short, you're aggravated at something else, you're involved in the phone or your mind about something that is going on, and you project that out to that person. Guess what? That service is going to be pretty crummy. But if on the opposite of that, if you and that person might up level and ignore your rudeness or your curtness or your lack of communication, but you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling angry, and that person's picking that up. So what you feel, you attract. So on the converse of that, if you are dealing with something negative, let's say you got a call from a client and they canceled an order, and you're frustrated, you put a lot of work into it, and that server comes up. Now you have that moment in time with that server and that lunch or dinner or whatever you're doing there. And but you up level from that emotion of that letdown or disappointment, frustration, all of those things together, but you are kind and courteous and grateful for the service that this person is performing. You're going to have a good experience. So what you feel, you attract. That person will, you know, they don't have to know anything. And obviously they probably won't, but they will pick up that energy. So what you feel, you attract. And that's one of the things that I've had to, with the fruits of the spirit, gentleness is one of them. I'm not so gentle. I mean, just by my personality and nature, I'm a type A personality. So I kind of, push through things. And, but, as I've been studying the fruits of the spirit, um, that is one that I've had to very clearly focus on and be aware of it. Be aware of gentleness, meaning to be aware of other people and that may not be type A personalities. So, and probably not. And so you have to address that person in their personality as well. So that's again being aware of people and things surrounding you. But again, it's what you feel, you attract. What you feel, you attract. And lastly, what you imagine, you create. What you imagine, you create. So it's that seeing it, believing it, that is so powerful because if you can see from that clarity position, if you can see what you want and see how it looks, that's why journaling is so important because it's writing it down on tablets. When you see it, and you believe it, and that's that feeling as well, but you believe it, you've absorbed that essence of it, um, and writing it down and seeing it, then it's such a amazing reality because you create it. What you really you create that, and again, all of this is not overnight. None of it is just happens. You have to be awake and aware. And so, the essence of what you imagine, so you see it, you imagine it, you dream it, you feel it. You could be sitting outside and you're just feeling great and you're visualizing. I'm just feeling it now, a beautiful day and you're sitting at the let's say the vista of the ocean and you're just feeling tremendous peace and you're feeling, I can really accomplish that, whatever that is, again, that clarity, then you create it. You create it. Again, I as I have said, not just in these week and a day, but through different things that I've spoken, all over the world, is that I knew as I knew when I was a young girl that I was going to be creating something. I thought it was going to be fashion, but that wasn't the plan, obviously. And so, but I mean, I do some things in the fashion world, but I didn't design things. I didn't create that. And so God brought me into the beauty arena, which has taken me into the wellness arena. We still manufacture our clinical skincare products. Novitaspa.com is where you can see the products, Novita clinical products. And that's on that link tree as well at propel.megandimartino.com/info and join the Propel community. And there's so many benefits there for you with that joining of that. It's no charge and you receive so much. But anyhow, um, I then have worked in this, but again, it's that seeing it, believing it, and you create it because you have that passion. Is my passion. My passion is to create. My purpose is you. But your purpose is revealed to you through your passion, through that vision, and it will be revealed to you. So I hope all of this is helping you. I truly want you to, if nothing more, if nothing more, just think about things, but write your goals down, write your dreams down, write your vision down, and do it every day. And gratitude with that, that goals and gratitude, very, very important. So I will see you tomorrow for another day of 30 days of Christmas. See you then, and be blessed.